What's going on, you guys? Welcome to the Racy Podcast. This is your host, Cristopher Zamora. Welcome to the show. Guys, Tyson Fury lost against Oleksandr Usyk. Damn. Man, that really does suck. I do believe that this fight was very close, man. Like, I thought this fight should have gone in a draw, but it didn't. Usyk actually won by split decision, dude. By split decision. Around round 9, I had like both fighters have 4 wins. One of them won 4 rounds and the other one won 4 rounds. But like after 9, Usyk won that round. He got 10 points and Tyson actually got 8 points for round 9. That was basically the main round that everybody knows of. Like, he was stumbling, man. Tyson Fury, he was trying his best. But no, man. That's crazy. He got 8 points for that round. Fuck. That really does suck, dude. Round 10, I believe that it went to Usyk. And the last 2 rounds, this is just my opinion. I believe that Tyson Fury won those 2 rounds, the last ones. Like, I swear, man, I thought this was going to go to a draw, but it never did. Both of them, I thought they won 6 rounds each. And I thought it was going to be a draw, but I guess the judges, they saw it different than I did. That really does suck, dude. He's definitely not going to be undisputed anymore, dude. Damn, and Tyson lost for the very first time in his pro career. He only has 1 loss now on his record. And Usyk, he remains undefeated. And now he is undisputed for about a few weeks. Because supposedly the IBF title, he needs to defend it against some other opponent. Because those are the rules for that title, supposedly. And if he doesn't agree to that, then they're going to strip him off of the title. I don't think he's not going to take that fight. And supposedly, like, the guy he's going to face next is an undefeated guy. But to be honest, I do not know it. I do not know his name. Like, I know he had a fight with the Asian boxer named Zhang. Zhang, I feel like he won that fight, and he should not have lost against that man that supposedly Usyk was going to fight next. I do not know how to pronounce his name. But yeah, Zhang should have won that fight, not that man. Forgot his name. I really forgot his name. But Usyk, man. Usyk is a very talented boxer. I can't believe it, man. Because I really thought that he wasn't going to take the punches of Tyson Fury, but he was able to. Like around round 4 or 5, I did see him stumble when he was fighting Tyson Fury. Like, he was getting very good shots at him. Like, there was a huge uppercut that Tyson Fury did at Usyk, and he just took it, man. He just ate those punches just like that. He's a very technical boxer, like I said, man. And I guess Tyson Fury, that was what he was trying to do. He was trying to be technical as well against Usyk. But I guess Usyk just had better IQ than him. And that is why Tyson Fury lost that fight. Tyson Fury had the better IQ. He had the better footwork. He just had the better punches. That's it, man. He was just the better boxer at that night. But I feel like it could have gone to a draw. Damn, man. That really does suck, man. It really does suck seeing one of your favorite fighters lose. And you really thought that he was going to win. But no, man. Tyson Fury did lose, and I got to accept it. He freaking lost. But to be honest, there's going to be another fight. Tyson Fury just activated his rematch clause just like a few days ago. And yeah, man, I am looking forward to that next one. I feel like he's going to come back, dude. Tyson Fury, I do believe he has the chance. He has the will to actually defeat this man, to defeat Usyk. I do believe he can, man. He's gonna come back even more stronger. If you have seen how he fought Wilder in the very first fight, it was very technical, right? He was winning by points, but since he got knocked down in the 12th round, I think that's why they made the fight a draw. And on the rematch, the second one, Tyson Fury actually defeated Deontay Wilder, and he gave him his first loss. Same thing in the trilogy fight. Tyson Fury gave him a second loss. I believe Tyson Fury is way better at rematches because he already knows what he's gonna do next for the same opponent he has just fought. I do believe, man. I do believe he has a chance to actually come back if he's willing to actually push himself to the limit. And I believe he can, man. He's a freaking warrior. In the second fight, he's gonna come for revenge. He's gonna come for blood. Tyson Fury is going to win for the second match against Usyk. I do believe it, man. He's gonna come back. Watch. He's gonna come back. I can't wait. Hopefully, what they say is gonna be around October time that they're gonna fight. Maybe early next year. But we don't know. But he did activate his rematch clause. He recently just did. That's what is next for Tyson Fury to fight Oleksandr Usyk. But if Oleksandr Usyk actually defeats Fury again, then I believe like his next opponent could actually be Deontay Wilder, because I do believe he is like number 4 on the list, like for the top 5 heavyweight boxers right now. Wilder is like number 4, and they have never actually fought each other. To be honest, to me, I feel like Usyk is going to outbox Deontay Wilder. I could be wrong because Deontay Wilder, a lot of people say that he's very unpredictable in his punches, and just like getting hit with one punch from him, you go to sleep. But for Oleksandr Usyk, yeah, I do believe that he's going to outbox him. The thing is, will he be able to take Deontay Wilder's punches? That's just the main concern for everybody. They don't know if he can, but we will find out if they ever fight each other. Yeah. Deontay Wilder is actually going to fight the Asian boxer named Zhang in June 1st. That's going to be a good fight because Zhang, he's actually has knocked out a few boxers as well recently. Both of them have knockout power, so that's going to be a one hell of a fight to actually see who wants to win more, Deontay Wilder or Zhang. Hopefully, well, I go for Deontay Wilder for that fight, but it could go either way, man. Just one punch and the fight changes just like that, dude. It's going to be a one hell of a fight, and I can't wait to actually see it, dude. And now switching gears, guys, I want to speak to you about the fight is coming up this week. It's going to be, what's his name? It's going to be Dustin Poirier versus Islam Makhachev. I feel like Islam Makhachev might actually retain this fight because of one major thing. Nervousness. Dustin Poirier, almost every single fight he has been with that includes the title, he like always loses. That's like the main concern for Dustin Poirier. Dustin Poirier, he has the guts, man. He has the guts to keep on going, but like I feel like every single title fight he has been on, he always gets nervous. Like he just fought against Gaethje. Gaethje was the champion at the time. No, actually, no. I'm sorry. Gaethje and him, they were going for an interim champion. Whoever won the champion. And since Gaethje won that fight by KO, I feel like that really messes up Dustin Poirier. There was another fight before that one as well, where there was a title match. I think it was against Charles Oliveira. He had his title match against Charles Oliveira, and Charles Oliveira, he submitted him, I think, around round 2 or so. Yeah, it was not a competitive fight. Yeah, it really does suck because I was rooting for Dustin Poirier, dude. I was rooting for him to beat Charles Oliveira, but I just did not know how good Charles Oliveira was at the time. But now, when he fought against Gaethje, again, I was rooting for him to actually beat Dustin Gaethje, but he didn't. And not for this fight. This is his third match going for a title fight. I don't know, man. I feel like Islam Makhachev, he has good submissions. He has great knockout power. Because when he fought Volkanovski, I had no idea he was going to KO him. I thought maybe he could have won by decision or by submission. But like Islam Makhachev, he's an all-around good fighter. And yeah, Islam Makhachev is a great fighter as well. Not just only because I believe that Dustin Poirier lost the title fights, but also Islam Makhachev, he's like basically undefeated. Like nobody can beat him right now. It's crazy. Not Volkanovski, not Charles Oliveira, and maybe not even Dustin Poirier. And that's why I do believe that Islam Makhachev might actually beat Dustin Poirier. Maybe by decision, but hopefully it is not by KO. Sorry, man. Sorry, Dustin, but Islam Makhachev is just a bit better. Just a bit better fighter. And I'm sorry to say that, man, but it really does suck because Islam Makhachev is just an all-around great fighter. And so is Dustin Poirier, but those title fights, he always gets nervous. I'll be really surprised if he actually does get the win against Islam Makhachev, though. It'll be so awesome to actually see it because he finally won a champion. He's been wanting to get a champion for a very long time. And this is his moment, man. This is his moment to actually do it. But can he? That's just the main concern for every fighting fan that is a fan of Dustin Poirier. Can he actually do it? Can he actually get the victory against Islam Makhachev? It hasn't really lost in the UFC. This is going to be one hell of a fight to see. And I am excited for it, man. I am excited to actually see what is going to happen for this fight. And now, guys, I want to speak to you about this video game. Are you a fan of walking simulators? Maybe not. It's just a joke. I'm talking about Hellblade 2, Senua Saga. I am playing that video game. I have to say, man, this is the best looking game I have seen by far. Like, before that, before I actually played Hellblade 2, maybe the other best game that had the better graphics, it might have been Red Dead Redemption 2 and The Last of Us Part 2. But this game, man, Hellblade 2, those graphics, they're insane. They're insanely good, man. They look so realistic. Like, I don't even know how they managed to pull it off, man. This is like another level. This game, the graphics are so insane. For me, I did enjoy the very first game of Hellblade. I did not really mind like the puzzle solving that you had to do in the game. But like for this one, this second video game, people probably might not enjoy it more than the first one because you cannot really skip the cinematic scenes, and it just takes some time to actually get through the story. And I'm guessing like just people are not that patient anymore, dude. Like back in 2017 when this game came out, this is a very underrated game. Like not many people talk about it. But this game, man, I do enjoy it. I'm still not done with it. But you can't take away, man, the graphics are just so good. They're just so insane. And like the combat in this video game, It's almost similar, just like in the very first game. Not much of a difference, but like it's still enjoyable if you want to know what the story is about. Like I said, I'm not done with the video game. They say this game is probably like around 5 to 6 hours long. That's what I heard from the reviewers. And actually, IGN gave this video game an 8 out of 10. I got this game on Steam, right? And supposedly I have gotten at least 9.8 hours of playtime. How? How has people have completed this game like in 5 to 6 hours, dude? There's just no way. There's just no way how people actually beat this game in 5 to 6 hours. Yeah, it says on the playtime, like on the Steam Deck, like if you click on the title of what you want to play, it tells you right there the minutes you have played and the hours. For me, it says I have 9.8 hours of playtime for the video game. I'm still not done with it. I have no clue, man, how people can actually finish this game so quick and just make a video out of it. For me, I'm still not done with it yet, but I am enjoying it, man. It's a great looking game. I can't wait what's going to happen at the ending of the story. I don't think you'd have to really play the first one, but I do recommend it though. I do recommend it to actually play Hellblade 1 because, yeah, right now I believe it's cheaper than the second game. So yeah, if you are interested in it, just go play it. It's about a woman. Her name is Senua. And supposedly Senua has a mental disorder. It is called psychosis, where she hears voices in her head, and also sometimes she sees hallucinations. Supposedly in the very first game, but mostly it's just hearing voices in her head, and like they're always trying to make her feel bad, and also they always like sometimes help her in a way, but most of the time they're just always speaking and they're just trying to make her feel worse than ever before, and she has to live with it. There's just no way for her to actually get rid of them. You always hear them like speaking throughout the game, and that is what I believe that makes this game interesting, because you're able to play with this character and you have to go through the whole game just hearing these voices. And like in the very first game, you go through like a cave. You just only have like a fire torch with you at all times. It is so dark in there, dude, and you just hearing voices, like the voices in her head, and also like people screaming in that cave. Oh man, it was just so insane just playing that very first game. Yeah, this game, I'm still not done with it, but I can't wait, man. I can't wait to actually see what is the fuzz about on this game. And yeah, guys, that is it for this podcast. Hey, thank you so much for listening. If you guys did made it this far, make sure to actually follow this podcast on whichever platform you are listening to it. If you are listening to it on Spotify, Pandora, or YouTube, make sure to follow it, and also recommend this podcast to a friend or neighbor that actually likes listening to stuff about combat sports, video games, or anything pop culture related. Maybe they will enjoy this podcast as much as you do as well. And yeah, guys, that is it. Take care and live to the fullest. Bye.